This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Friday, October 16th, 2020. The title of this rant is, Yes, Nancy truly is the greatest of all time, the GOAT, and you suck, Wolf. So I don't think enough emphasis has been pointed out when Nancy went after Wolf on CNN the other day. Let's just say Wolf was trying to play his usual old gotcha game about both siderisms. Why don't you, Nancy, just go ahead and take the $1.8 trillion relief package offered by the Republicans? And as Nancy had pointed out several days before, is that you can't negotiate with these Republicans because they don't have the same moral compass to take care of the average working person in the United States that the Democrats do. And that's why nothing has been moved along. And him trying to do the both siderisms, talking about Andrew Yang, and Andrew Yang's only business is to get Andrew Yang on television, and the other congressperson, and let's just say, hey, Wolf is going out, hey, 1.6, 1.8, just to go ahead and agree, what's the diff? No, there's a big difference, okay? What is offered in the Republican package is radically different than what was offered in the Democratic package. And this is what Wolf should have known all along, okay? And why hasn't Wolf or any of the other mainstream Republican mainstream reporting gone to Mark Meadows, gone to Steve Mnuchin and said, hey, you're starving kids. People are getting thrown out because they can't pay their rent. Why are you not doing everything you possibly can to help the average working person that's living right now? And again, what did Nancy say that was the most specific thing out there? She's been in this business in Congress for 30 years. She's been part of the Democratic whatever since she was a kid, basically. And she says, we feed the children, meaning the Democrats have put the legislation in, and she knows, and I'm just saying, this is through experience, that you have to be exceptionally very specific in the language that you put in there, especially with the Republican administration in power, that you have to you have to get into the minutia of the whole thing, and it has to be specific, or that money will not get to the children. And of course, we just saw the other day that it came out there are now 8 million more people in poverty. That's in addition to the number of people who are already in poverty. And that doesn't count the millions upon millions of more who are living on a shoestring budget even before this started. And the amount of food insecurity, the amount of rent insecurity, is astronomical with these people. And everything in that Republican, let's just say, relief package did not address it adequately or even remotely adequately. And that's why Nancy stood up. That's why Nancy said to Wolf, you suck. You don't know what you're talking about. That's why it's basically, what Wolf did was actually egregious, because he didn't care what was really happening. He just wanted to get Nancy to try and say, oh, we'll agree with the Republicans. So we have to remember that Nancy is fighting for children. Nancy is fighting for the poor. Nancy, for the working poor who can barely get by. She is fighting for the forgotten. She is fighting for the unseen. Okay? And the mainstream media is not bringing this up. They're not bringing up the amount of food insecurity that's out there, the amount of rent insecurity that's out there. They're not bringing about the emotional turmoil that this has all caused. And of course, this is, and again, just the other day, again, another high number of unemployment, first-time unemployment. This is not going away quickly. Nancy is sticking up for the rights of the average working person, and the mainstream media is not showing this in any way.